Hi Flosstubers, I'm Dottie, Stitchin' Scotty, and this is Flosstube number 51. It's October the 23rd, Saturday evening, late, and I just want to welcome you to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch me enjoy or share my cross stitch and just talk about stitching and other things and new releases. I just want to welcome all my new subscribers. I've gotten quite a few lately. And thank you so much for hitting the subscribe button and the like button. I really appreciate it. I just hope that you have as much fun watching me as I have fun doing these videos. I really enjoy it, and I love hearing the comments that everybody sends. I've just made so many nice friends. Thank you so much. I just really appreciate it. It's always nice to get to know everyone better. And I like to know, like what state you're from or what country you're from. And I even have somebody from Australia watching me, and the United Kingdom, so in the Netherlands. So thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. I would love to visit your countries, but you know how that goes right now. But anyway, moving on to happier stuff. This is going to be an unusual mixed up video, but it's going to be a lot of fun. At least I hope it is. And anyway, next week is my 1 year anniversary because I started this, I started this floss tube. My nose never itches till I do a floss tube. But anyway, I started my channel last year on Halloween because I thought, oh goodness, I'm going to take all this stuff down and nobody will get to see it. And I was so petrified that I couldn't even talk hardly. So I just showed my Halloween. It was like a house tour kind of thing. But anyway, we're going to have some giveaways, some really good ones. And also, we're going to open our mystery box from Garon Stitchery. Look at this shiny box. I'm not going to spoil the surprise this week because some people may not have gotten their boxes. And I want to respect Gary and Ronnie and the Sunshine Stitchers and just not open my box too far ahead of time and spoil somebody's surprise. That would just not be good. So anyway, look forward to those two things next week. Be sure and watch and tell your friends to watch and like and subscribe. Okay, then we're going to start out today with haul, or tonight with haul. And I've got loads and loads of past finishes. And as you know, I'm a Halloween girl. A couple of you call me that. And so I really, I just like stitching fall things and Halloween things. But we're going to start with my haul because I do have a good bit. Okay, first, excuse me again, I went to Michael's and I've been looking for something, and I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. And I didn't iron this, but last week I showed my Pretty Pumpkin Challenge. That's it right here. And I was like, how am I going to finish this? How am I going to finish this? And I'm not sure, but I actually think I can fix it to where it fits on this pumpkin. I saw this pumpkin with an N, and it was at Michael's. And everything at Michael's is 60% off in the Halloween. So, but this was the only letter they had. And I didn't care what letter it was because I'm going to cover it up with my Pretty Pumpkin Challenge that Violets and Verses did. And of course my fabric, somebody asked me about my fabric. Let me hold it back here so you can see the modeling. This is from Primitive Hare, and it's called Pumpkin and Spice. But anyway, hopefully it was going to be a finish this week, but I just bought this today. So it's like, And I paid a whopping 19 cents for this and some stickers for my piano students because I had Michael's reward dollars. Is that not a deal? So there you go. I'm real happy about that. So anyway, I just had to brag about my 19-cent bargain. Okay, because we don't get many of those these days. Then I happened to be, when I was closing up my camper last weekend, and I forgot to show these. Last weekend was a weekend. It was a packy weekend, but I had so much fun. I found these at Dollar General, and this was menu, and it's little, it's a chalkboard, and they were like $3. And I thought, well, wouldn't this be nice? And I could put new finish here and cover this up. Then I also saw this, and it says people who like to cook are always the best people. And I also got this at Dollar General. So I thought that was kind of cute. It was in the Thanksgiving section, which is probably very picked over by now. So anyway, I got those. Then I finally got my pattern from Annie B's Folk Art. This is Pumpkin Folk, and is that not so pretty? That's going to be a next year start, but I cannot wait to start that. That is just so pretty. It's 125 by 138. So this is going to be a really fun stitch, and they've got it charted with DMC flosses. So I thought, well, that's cute. Then I went to Panda's Crossing, my local L&S, and I picked up Hands-On Design, Less Talk Stitching. And everybody's been buying these, and I just hadn't had time to go down there and pick mine up. But it's got scissors, charts, floss, and you've seen these. And a lot of people are making these into project bags, like she has this featured. And then there's a small one that says, keep calm and cross that stitch. And I thought that's cute. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with that, but fun, fun. All right, and then you saw I had the green bag, and you know how I love Shepherd's Bush. And this is Stitch by Shepherd's Bush. I thought that was so, so cute. So I can't wait to do this. And this uses Weeks Dye Works Overdyed number 5 Pearl. No, it uses number 5 Pearl DMC and some Weeks Dye Works. And it has pearl cotton. So I'll have to get some of that. If I don't have it already, I'll have to look through my stash. Because I went to a yard sale a long time ago and got some pearl cotton. So I have some pearl cotton. Okay, and next I found this Halloween Party Signs by Scissor Designs. And it says, don't be a scaredy cat. Enter if you dare. Mask required. I had to get that. And witches brew this way. Is that not too cute? This is Scissor Designs. Sorry about the glare. Let's see. Yeah, well, there we go. That's a little bit better. Not much, but some. Then I already had Square Dance 1 and 2, so I had to get Square Dance 3 with Spooky, Haunt, and Tricks. Hadn't decided how I'm going to do that yet. That'll be a next year stitch. And they've got like a flat fold on the back, and then they've got 3 of a kind. And this is by Heart and Hand. Excuse me. Ouch. Then I went crazy. Some of this was my pre-orders that came in, and I just hadn't had time to go pick them up. And this is Christmas Street by Waxing Moon Designs. I saw this, and I just had to pick this up. That was just too cute. Too cute. And I may do this before Christmas. You never can tell. Then, this also was there. This is by Scissor Designs, and it's called Coffee, Relax, Enjoy. Isn't that cute? And it's even got the little latte coffee ribbon to go across the top. So that one's cute. And this was another one of my Needlework Expo pre-orders. And this was by Silver Creek Samplers. And my kitchen's done with coffee. So this is back to the grind. So I'll have to do that and put that up. But when? Yes. And my Country Cottage Needlework Sampler of the Month for November. I finally got down there to pick that up. And I thought the little pilgrims were very cute. I like those. And the turkeys. Yes, too cute. And last but not least, as if I hadn't bought enough. I mean, it just kind of accumulated over the time. But now I saw this. This is by Val Stuff. And this is, it's fall, y'all. And it's got a little stick. It's a stake. So, it's a plant poke kit for your blooming plant. I don't know if I'll do that or not, because all I got is a Christmas cactus, and Christmas cactuses are just not very fallish. And then I have an African violet that my dear friend Jane gave me when I was having when I had my back surgery. Jane, I've not killed it yet. It's not blooming now, but I've not killed it. And in fact, I'm gonna get ready to put it in another pot because I think it's outgrowing. It's got a bunch of new leaves and stuff, so I'm excited about that. But anyway, this includes everything you need except for the floss, perforated paper, everything. So that'll be fun, fun, fun. So that's my haul for this week. Oh my goodness, it was a big week. That's what happens when you go shopping. Okay, so the next thing we're going to show is our free pattern of the week. And this one, I hope I'm saying this right. Where in the world did it go? Oh, here it is. Okay. Now, I will put a link below. It will not flash up on the screen probably, but there will be a link in the drop-down box below. And this is by Curie, Curie. And this is an autumn sampler. I do not know what the other word says, but it's DMCs, and it's an autumn sampler with squirrels and a little girl. So be sure and go to their blog spot, and I'll put the, like I said, I will put the, because it's very long. Let's see. No, that's not focusing. Well, anyway, I'll link it below. So just so you know. All right. So that's our free pattern. And check out their blog. They have some interesting things. And we also have some new patterns later on from them. Next, we're going to show my works in progress. See, I told you I was going out of order. I'm saving all the good stuff till last. So anyway, the first thing that I've been working on, and I thought I was going to have a finish, but it just didn't happen. Okay, this is from the Primitive Hare, and this is a spooky night to all. And I went to a retreat with Isabel, the Primitive Hare, and she gave us the entire kit for this. Mine has had a rough life, but this is how much I've got. I found my pumpkins I had the pumpkins stitched, and I had to rip both pumpkins completely out because they ran into my border. And everything was way off, and I had to rip out all this. And when you saw it, this had been ripped out, but this had not been ripped out. So since then, I've stitched in the rest of the word Halloween, and this little border here, and the stalks for the pumpkins, and the leaf. That's a leaf. And then I've brought the border down around here, and as you see, I've got it apart here because there's a boo-boo somewhere there, and there's going to be more ripping. So this will not be finished for this Halloween, probably. It might, but then again, it might not. So we'll see, because I still have to go all the way around with another border, and then I have to go around with orange, this color. I believe it's 919, maybe. Anyway, I have to go all the way around with that, and then I have some little words and little dots here, and this is the makings of a spider. And put some stems on my leaves too, and make the spider a web to hang down with. But this is done on 30 count, yeah it is, Old Salem linen. And it's 86 by 128, and it doesn't help that, and since this is like a, how would you call it? It looks like it's been, you know, like coffee tea dyed. Well, it's also been water dyed. Yeah. Unbeknownst to me, somebody set a glass down and it was wet and it had already absorbed all that. But I'm going to try to, you know, do something to fix it if it still shows up really bad. But it's mine. I like it and I'm keeping it. So anyway, and I used 2 strands over 2. And there's a lot of work in that. And it's showing up a lot lighter than it ordinarily is. So, but, and it uses all DMC flosses. And like I said, it's not many. I'm using like 3 colors. seriously. So that's a very, very easy stitch. All right, the next thing I'm doing is a sal that I have participated in, and I'm bringing up the rear. I'm like a little caboose. You know, everybody else has finished theirs, and I've still got mine. This is the Lizzie Kate. It was a Biscore New Sal, and it was hashtag Biscore New Sal. I was doing it with 2 tall stitchers and a bunch of other fast stitchers. And, you know, I would have had it done had just worked on this. But, you know, I like to work on all the things. So, anyway, this is on 30 count natural linen, which was included, except I have not even started the fob yet. That was going to be later. But it uses Weeks Dye Works, but I had to substitute a good amount of DMC flosses for it. And I've got, like you've seen before, oh, I can't hardly see it. I've got this side done with the googly eyes and the crows and the vines with the pumpkins. Now, the candy corn in the middle, like I said, I had to change that color from Clockwork, which I did not have. So it was 720. No, it was 9. It was either 720 or 920. And I had to change it to the darker in the pumpkin because it was just rusty looking. And who eats rusty candy corn? And that's 2 strands over 2. So then I came over to the other side, and I finally got the houses done. I've got more border and the orange done around the border and some grass. So it's coming. This will not be done by Halloween either. But there's always next year, you know? And I think I'm going to stitch on Halloween at least 1 day a week, maybe every week this year, this next year. That's my pre-plans. But plans can change, as you well know, especially with me. Because, you know, it's like, oh, this is good. I want to work on this. And as you notice, you've not heard the word with go in a while this month, or monthly orny sal, because I have not worked on them. It's all about Halloween. So there you go. Oops, I just dropped out 2 things. Let me get those. Okay, put those back in there. Okay. All right, the next thing I'm working on, guess what? It's a new start. But I've been waiting on this pattern for quite some time. You know, times are slow, but that's okay. It got here still in good time. I was able to start the sal. It was a couple of days late because I couldn't find my fabric that I wanted, but I finally found some fabric in my stash. And this is the Haunted House sampler by Twin Peak Primitives. And I just fell in love with the haunted house. And my husband, Ralph, really loves this haunted house. He said, wow, that's really pretty. He said, but it's big. I said, yeah, it's going to be kind of big. So anyway, I really like the crow on top of the house. I just thought that was just all that. And this is my first big sampler that I've ever done. So here we go. Besides the Mayflower Coming to America sampler, I've been working on that too. Okay, but once again, do not start things when it's late at night because you make big mistakes. All right, my fabric is 28 count. Yeah, it is. It's a witch-ult because it's stiff. And boy, does this stuff, whatever it is, fray. Because I had to zigzag around it. And this is my, whoops, wait a minute. This is my first, where'd it go? Oh, this is not the one. Never mind. Okay, this is my start. Okay. This is part of the border up at the top. And I did have to restart this one because for some reason, I started late at night, like I said. And for some reason, I thought, oh, I'll start in the middle. Well, guess what? I took the page, and here I am doing this, and it's right here in the middle. And I had almost this much done, and I had to rip it out because it was right in the middle of the only piece of cloth, linen, that I had that was big enough. Oh, goodness. Do not start things late at night. Now, this says this is a limited edition. So if you want one, you might better order it quick. And I used 2 strands over 2. And like I said, it's on 28 count. But I thought that's really, really pretty. And these are DMC flosses. And the patterns, it's kind of fun. I really enjoyed stitching on this, and I kind of hate I had to put it down to work on something else, because I hate to just work on one thing and go, oh, well, this is it. This is all I've got to show. But I will say I had to come to my sewing machine and do a zigzag, because boy, does this stuff fray. And I have no idea what it is. It's some kind of raw linen, and I would say it's probably Witchell, because it's very, well, it's stiff. I don't know how I don't know how else to put it. Oh, I must not be able to talk late at night either. Goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Well, if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? But anyway, I'm doing this sale. This is the Dark October Stitching Sale. Okay? And it's just hashtag Dark October Stitching. And I'm doing this with Finally a Farm Girl and some other ladies. And they have got a lot more done than I have. But of course, I would have more done if I hadn't had to rip more out. And if I didn't work on a lot of projects. But, you know, it's all about doing the projects. And the last one I've worked on this week is Away We Ride by Blackbird Designs. Another pay attention to what you're doing. I don't know what happened to me one this week. This was one of the Blackbird weekends, and it was one weekend where it was like I must not have felt good, and I didn't feel like working on something. And you know, I needed new glasses, so I got me some new stitching glasses. Thank goodness, because you know what I did? I thought a heart was a half moon, so I stitched it. Rats. All right. Okay. We're going to work on this. We're having technical difficulties tonight. Okay, this is the color I started, and this is not showing up good. It's like a rusty mulberry, well, not even a mulberry, cinnamony color. Cinnamony a word? I guess. Anyway, it is now, because I just made it one. Well, I did that, and this is on a piece of 36 count Confederate gray. I didn't cut it, because I was like, I'm too tired, because I will mess up and cut it wrong. So I just left it large. Okay. This is what color it was supposed to be. I mean, come on, people. Am I colorblind? But new glasses have made all the difference, and I'm making I'm making a lot less mistakes. But this is the border. The same border that I did in the wrong color, and I got some of the words done, so I've got a good start on this. So, and I'm enjoying this. This is 1 strand over 2 threads. So this is the pattern, Away We Ride, and every time somebody shows this, I just go, oh, and I guess if I had a unicorn chart, this might be one of them, because I really like this. I've been eyeing that chart for couple of years, and so it's going to be a while. We're going to be looking at this for a while. We really are. But this is Weeks Dye Works Confederate Gray, 36 count, and yes, it's a little limp, but that's okay. I like it, and I'm really enjoying stitching on 36 count. It's not bad, especially when I use the right color. And the flosses I used, I'm using the Call For flosses, all Gentle Arts sampler threads. The only thing I could not find was Gentle Arts Garden Gate, and I needed 3 skeins of that. So I'm using DMC 844, and that's the color that I've started stitching in. There is a lot of that color. So, yeah. But that's going to be really, really pretty when I get it done. And I just think it's really pretty. And if anybody can find any Gentle Arts Garden Gate, good luck to you, because I've not seen any anywhere. Okay. All right, I'm big on the okay tonight. I have no finishes this week because I've just stitched on this and I've stitched on that. And, you know, it's like some of the stuff I stitched on last week I didn't even touch. So, we are going to know that there's no present FFOs, but I do have loads of past finally finished or finished objects, which are framed and finished. And we will start without further ado. Okay, the first one I've got is an oldie but a goodie. This is an older Mill Hill piece, and it's on Rustico 14 count fabric instead of perforated paper. And this is called Witch's Night Out. And there's the picture. I don't have the pattern, I just have the picture. So go figure. And I thought that little candy corn frame was so cute that I just had to buy that too. And here's my finish. And the little candy corns were painted on the frame when I got it. I just thought she was just so, so precious. I love the little checkerboard border, so you know how old that is. It's like Debbie Mum's time. And all the little beads are stars, and her hair is sprinkled with beads. You can see that a little bit. The pumpkin she's got, or jack-o'-lantern, and the pumpkins are beaded. And she's also got some green beads on her cape. Oh, there, we're getting a shimmer here. See, look at that, and look at her hat. And then there's the spider and the web. That was fun. But I really enjoyed this. And the candy corns at the border. Those, yeah. Well, I guess they're candy corns. And look at that frog button right there at the bottom. I thought he was cute. But this was 2 strands over 2. And I did all the stitching first, put the beads in, and then sewed the frog button and the star button on her hat. And I just loved this. I just thought it was so cute. This is one of my, this is one of my favorite Halloween stitches that I've ever done. Besides Midnight Watch with the big cat. All right, the next one, is Pine Mountain Designs. And this is the 9-patch Halloween. And it's got the little kitty cat. It's got the 9 patches with the candy corn, the H for Halloween. It's just got like a little colorful grid. The cat peeping up. This is the rest of the word Halloween, but it doesn't show up very well. And then it's got the little jack-o'-lantern charm. And just a green solid block. And the jack-o'-lantern, the bat charm, and the candy corn. And it included all the little pillow. And all you had to do was stitch it and pop it in. And I liked the little border over here that looks like flying geese. Very, very cute. It's on 14 count. No, it's on 18 count Ada. White Ada. And this one took a while to stitch because it looks like it's almost full coverage. So it lasted me quite a few ball games. So there you go. All right. And the next thing I've got is a Mill Hill. It's by Val. No, it's not a Mill Hill. It's a Val stuff. It's a Spook of the Month chart. And it's September Ding Dong. Okay. So I've got this, and it included everything but the floss. And I loved the little broom. It was just so cute. And her little googly eyes. But is that not too cute? And it's 2 strands over 2. I mean, over 1. Because it's on perforated paper. And it had the felt that you pinked. And I just sewed the hanger on there. One of these days I might get me a Halloween tree and this might go on it. Until then it's on my refrigerator. So, but this was a fun stitch, and it had some blended threads, or you could use Week Style Works floss if you use DMC. Okay, the next thing is Foursquare Halloween. And I thought this one was really cute. It says Boo. See, there you go. And it's got the cat and the jack-o'-lantern with the moon. The ghost. There he is. And the witch's hat with the stars. And I love their choice of fabrics that they used. And then you just stuffed it in there, and this was on 14 count Aida, and you just finished it and put it in the pillow. Okay. The next thing is a needlepoint, and it's one of 13. It's called 13 Days of Halloween. I'm still on day 3. But anyway, this is my finish for that. It's one Wicked Witch. Look at that wart on the end of her nose and her hair. It uses a lot of Rainbow Gallery threads. I don't remember what this is, but and these are Charleston threads, specialty threads. And then I sent it off, and they did this and finished it and put the cording around it and stuffed it because it's padded. But I really enjoyed this, and we got metallic thread in her hat. She was a lot of fun to stitch, but she was also a lot of work. A lot of work. But I love her to pieces. I put this up as my Facebook picture one year. So anyway, it's quite fitting. Okay, the next thing I have, since we're talking about witches, and I know some of my friends are going, oh my goodness, how many witch things does she have? I used to wear a witch hat during the whole month of Halloween, whole month of October, because when I would teach piano, and then one of my little students said, Miss Dottie, are you a witch? Do you worship the devil? And so I had to quit wearing it. So, but anyway, Best Witches. And this is a tie one on by Pine Mountain Designs. And this is an old one. And this one's on lamb's wool. Yeah, it's on lamb's wool. And it's 18 count. Oops. And it's 2 strands over 1. And I just thought that was so cute. And then when I finished, I just ironed it, stuffed it on the pillow, and tied the little bows. And that was done. Then the next one is, I do have big things. I'm going to have to guess whose pattern this is, because it is so old that I honestly do not remember, but I want to say it's a Fanci That. And I don't know the name of it, but I know it's not available anymore. This is on a bell pull. I mean, not a bell pull, but banding. And the banding is, I would say 22 count, maybe. And I'm just going to have to do it. Excuse me. My nose itches when I do these things. I'm just going to start at the top. I put it on a dowel, and I just took some DMC floss and did this, because that was before I knew about how to do cording, and I still haven't changed it. There's the moon button. This has lots of buttons, the star buttons, and the bat. I thought that was a crow, but that's a bat. The ghost, another ghost, a mean looking jack-o'-lantern, another mean looking cat, and another ghost, a skeleton, a witch hat button, some candy corn on Frankenstein, and a pumpkin, and a jack-o'-lantern. And then at the bottom, I put another pumpkin. Okay. And this had this purple edge on the banding. And I had this pattern a long time. I kept it a long time because I kept looking for the banding, and I couldn't find it. I found narrow purple edged banding, but I couldn't find the large banding. Finally, I went to a needlework store in Lexington, South Carolina, and it's now closed. It was called the Needler. That was a good store. And I found this, and it was on sale. So I bought the rest of what they had, which was probably about this much more than what I needed. Wasn't that lucky. So anyway, this is a finish, and I'm assuming this is Fanci That. So if you want this pattern, you will probably have to find this on Stash Unload or eBay, somewhere like that. But yeah, and it took me a long time to stitch, but it was worth it. I really enjoyed that one. Okay, the next one I've got is another pillow from Pine Mountain Designs. And this is the October tie one on. And maybe it's all tied up. And I like the cat and the two jack-o'-lanterns. And see, one jack-o'-lantern is part of the word October. It's the O in October. And look at that spider. It almost looks like a tick, doesn't he? Ooh. Okay, and then when you finish this, you just stitched it, stuffed it, ironed it, stuffed the pillow form in here, and tied the bow. And it was all done. And this is the back. And this is a neat, fun pillow. All right, and there's more. I told you I had a lot, but I've been stitching for a long time. I started stitching when I got out of high school. And in fact, in high school, in the 12th grade, instead of taking study hall, I took, I don't remember what they called it, but it was something where we did a lot of needlework. We knitted, we crocheted. Oh, that was bad because I'm left-handed. Yeah. And I don't think the teacher liked left-handed people. No, not many teachers did back then either. But anyway, I digress. But we learned how to do crewel embroidery and cross stitch and all that good stuff. So that's when I learned how to do all that stuff. All right, so the next thing I have is a Val stuff, and this one's called Boo. And I made this into a refrigerator magnet, and later when I get a Halloween tree, if I ever do, this will go on that instead of being on my refrigerator. But I thought he was so cute. And everything came with the kit except for the floss. And, oops, that was brilliant, wasn't it? I tied a little bow there. They even gave me, I think they gave me that to tie the little bow on. But I thought that was just so, so cute. And it's 2 strands over 1. And it had, and I outlined the jack-o'-lantern's head. I can't remember if it called for it or if I just thought it needed it to show up. I think it must have called for it because, and then it had that purple button. But it was really cute. And I enjoy seeing that every time I go to get food. All right, and then this was my first Mill Hill Halloween. And this is called Going Batty. And this just, when I saw this done, I was like, oh, gotta have that. Is he not too cute? I just thought he was just precious. And he's a refrigerator magnet. Look at those eyes. And don't you like the little vest with that cute little button on there? And look at those glittery wings. Look at that. Okay. And he is 2 strands over 1. And look at those fangs. Yeah. But he was a lot of fun, and I just glued the magnet on the back. All right. And the next thing I did at a retreat, and this was also at Panda's Crossing. This is our Halloween retreat. And this is a Lilybet Halloween Trio pattern. Okay. It's got the witch with the googly eyes, the pumpkin, and Frankenstein. All right. And this is Lilybet Designs. And, oops, this is how we finished it. Is that not too cute? Now, this is done on 28 count, some kind of cashel linen. It's like a, it's not ivory. It's a little bit, it's not mocha. It's darker than that. But anyway, Donna gave us these buttons, and don't you love their teeth? I mean, they're just, the poor witch, she's missing a few. But this was 2 strands over 2. And we just thought this was so cute. And everybody framed theirs in this yellow frame. And it's on an easel kind of frame. So you can set it on the table. And I need to go back and redo it because it's had a rough life because it's old. But old but good. And I had a lot of fun doing that with a lot of good friends. Okay, and the next one, speaking of good friends, my good friend Susie gifted me with this, and I just had to do it. This was a Satsuma Street pattern. It's one of their ornaments, and I know this is not the name of it. I have no idea where the pattern is. I looked and looked and looked and looked, and I couldn't find it. But yeah, who can find anything in their craft room? I call him Jack Pumpkinhead because, you know, I love the Wizard of Oz. And he's got the little crown and the scepter and everything. And I thought he was just so cute. But you did the separate little parts, and he's like a Halloween ornament. But on my refrigerator, he's a refrigerator magnet. I got one of those big magnets, and I glued him on. And he's got like, let me see. Okay, he's got beads and sequins for eyes. And he's got like beads for the buckle on his shoe. He's got a big bead and a sequin in the middle of his chest. I guess that's like his belt or something. Or no, it's like his button on his vest, I guess. And some beads on his shirt and on his scepter and his crown. And some sequins on his crown also. But he's so cute. And he's done on silver perforated paper. I guess it's a metallic silver. And it's 2 strands. But over 1. But just so cute. But you cut the crown out separate and sew that on. You cut the scepter out separate and you sew that on. And he was very cute. Thank you, Susie. Every time I look at that, I think about you and how sweet you are. All right. Next, we have... this was one of my favorites. I love like mystery samplers and sales and things. And before Lizzie Kate retired, she had, and I only found 2 pieces of my pattern, but she had a mystery sampler, and it was called Very Scary. Okay. And I've got part 1 and part 2, but no part 3. Oh well. But anyway, this is my finish. This is part 1. And it's done on, yeah, it is 28 count, because, you know, she does love her 28 count. Don't know the name of it. And she used Weeks Dye Works threads, which I used most of. But this is part 1. And we did this 1 month. And the owl has beaded eyes. And that leaf. Oh, and there's also beads in the trees with the crows. Then we have part 2. This is from Ghosties. And I have to read it. And Ghoulies. Things that go bump in the night deliver us. And that was part 2. And look how the border changes. It was zigzag here. And then it's one way on this side and another way on the next side. And then here's part 3. And it's got the cat with a jack-o'-lantern head. And look at the flower and the flowering vine and the bat and that purple house. Too cute. And I saw this finished on this bell pull at Stitch and Frame in Rock Hill. And I just had to have it. And let me see if I can. Let's see how I can do this. I just don't know. Okay. I'm going to do it like this so you can see it better. Yeah. And my little pumpkin over here, he's broken. He's had a rough life. I need to get me another one and take it apart and put it back on. But that's the way it is when you got kids around. And then the bottom is this. But I thought that was so pretty. And I let them finish it for me. And they did like a black piece of cloth on the back. It's some kind of, I don't know, it's thick. I don't know exactly what it is. But it's not cotton. I don't think. Well, it might be. It is cotton, but it's got some thick interfacing on it. But this was so pretty, and it had a little star charm. But yeah, I like this one. Okay. Next, there's more. See, I like Halloween. We also, from Stoney Creek, she puts out Pattern of the Month series, as you know. And in May 2015, they put this one out, Halloween, Moon So Bright. All right. So, only got this one because I went to a retreat where we had this. And this is my finish. This is done on, yeah, it is. Picture This Plus hand-dyed Cashel linen. And this is a black spider web frame that I got from Stoney Creek. And isn't that really something? Look at that crow and the moon and the jack-o'-lantern. I just thought that was so, so pretty. We really enjoyed stitching this one. When she brought this one out for us, everybody was like, ooh, look at that. And the spider button is very, very unusual. I mean, it's got like legs. See the one in the crow's mouth? Yeah, so, but this was on 28 count, like I said, Picture This Plus hand-dyed linen. And it used DMC Light Effects Glow in the Dark. And Weeks Dye Works. And the rest of it's just DMC flosses. So we really, really enjoyed this. And the little stars have glitter on them. It was a lot of fun to stitch. And I framed it myself. Okay, and the last one I'm going to show for today. I have more next week. Believe it or not. Oops, about to show a graph. This one's from Shepherd's Bush, and this is called Witch's Treat. And this is the one I'm showing. It says Trick or Treat. Not a great picture. They also have Boo to You, but I haven't done that yet. I just now noticed that. That's cute. Okay, here we go. Swirling again. All right, this one is Trick or Treat, and I did this one on a... It looks kind of like a sea foamy green kind of color, and it's 28 count Cashel linen. And there's a 1, 2 jack-o'-lantern buttons, a Rest in Peace tombstone, a skeleton head, a spider, and a couple of stars. And this is my finish. Oh, let's get this to where we can't see that. There you go. This is my finish. And it's 2 strands over 2. Look at that moon. He's just smiling. And the witch, I just thought she was really cute. This was a lot of fun to stitch. And believe it or not, it stitched up really quick. And this was in the days of the mats, so I picked some mats that brought out the colors. And I like my frame with the texture there as I show you everything. But what you need to be seeing. Okay. So anyway, that is my trick or treat. Okay, so that's all my past FFOs for today. Quite a few. Yes. Okay, now we're going to go to new releases and a couple of favorites that I thought I'd show you. Because there's been a lot of things that are coming out, you know, for Christmas and whatnot. So the first one I'm going to show you has nothing to do with Christmas. You know, the Needlework Press has been putting out the Book of Days, and you know this year's Book of Days is the Sarah Gerard 1825. It had that on the front. Well, now they have that sampler available for you to stitch. So be sure and check that out from Needlework Press. All right, then we have, and I may have shown this before, I don't remember it, but it caught my fancy, and I thought, you know, I'm going to show this. So this one came out at Needlework Expo, and it's the Tudor Rose Biscornu, and it's from the Fall Expo, and it's from Heartstrings Samplery. And I may have shown this, but I didn't remember it, but I thought that was beautiful. So that's one. Then next we get on to Christmas. This is Santa's dog and Santa's cat cross-stitch patterns from Madame Chantilly. Isn't that cute? I love that dog and the cat. The cat just looks surprised. But that's Madame Chantilly. Okay. And this one also came out at the Fall Needlework Expo. And I have only seen this one time before tonight. And this one's called Gather with Joy 2021. And I thought that was so pretty. So I thought I'd share that with y'all. Sorry, I'm shaking. Okay, and next, you know I'm a dog person. We had cats last time. Now it's the dog's turn. This is Dogmas from Fairy Wool in the Wood. Isn't he cute? He looks like, look at that little puppy in the window. And look at the little bones, like mistletoe hanging over his head. Too cute. Dogmas. Fairy Wool in the Wood. Okay, and I'm sure y'all have seen this one. This is the Heart and Hand We Santa 2021 from the Needlework Expo. Yeah, watch it twist. And this is Peace. But 2021 Santa. I like him. Okay. Then, this is from Imaginating. This is Gnome Place Like Home and for the holidays. Isn't that cute? There's a lot of people that love the gnomes. And so I thought I'd show this. He's just too cute. I love his beard. So that's Imaginating. Then next, staying on the gnomes. Oh, excuse me. From Bobby G Designs. This is the Gnome Family Cross Stitch. Get that? Isn't that cute? It's almost patriotic looking too. You could change the blue border, though, to make it green to be more Christmassy, or you could leave it blue and it'd be wintry. That's cute. You could even leave that up during January, just about. All right, next we have a Teresa Kogut. This one's called Bucket Head. And that's a new release. It's on pre-order right now. This is Joy. Too cute. All right. And next we have Imaginating Sunflowers and Pumpkins. This is a Thanksgiving cross stitch. Isn't that pretty? And it says, gather together with grateful hearts. And the pumpkins look like black work. See those unusual patterns in there. All right. Then we have Teresa Kogut again up on the housetop. And I don't think I showed this one last time, but I may have. And if I have, I'm sorry. But look at the 3 snowmen on top of the house. Just too cute. Okay. Well, yeah. We just love things that work. Okay, here we go. Or not. There we go. Okay. I was getting worried there for a minute. I saw this one for the first time, was it yesterday or today? Today. And this one's from Luminous Fiber Arts, and it's called Fleece on Earth. Okay, so here's the sheep. There's knitting needles sticking in the ball of yarn that is earth. Fleece on Earth. Too cute. Luminous Fiber Arts. Okay. Like I said, there's a lot of patterns. Oh, really here? It's telling me just a second. Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay, next we have the December Country Cottage Needlework Sampler of the Month. Look at Santa and Mrs. Claus and their cute little house with the Christmas trees. Too cute. All right. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Next from Curie Batakuri, Merry and Bright. And you'll see this on their blog. They have lots of pictures of this on their blog. But that's very pretty. A beautiful cardinal. The candles, the lantern. Merry and Bright from Curie E. Curie. All right, and then we have, oh no, this is another Curie E. Curie. It says, Silent Night, Holy Night, all is calm, all is bright. And we have, technical difficulties again. Sorry. Oh. Well, that may be it for today. I do not know. And I have plenty of power, too. Well, that'll be it for today, I guess, because it's not working. Oh, no, here it goes. It just doesn't like me today. Okay, and this is Silent Night cross-stitch pattern. There we go. Look at the little animals, the bears, and I think there's some gnomes out there, and a rabbit, and a reindeer. Just really cute. Looking up at the sky. All right, next we have, and I might have showed this one last week. This is Quaker Bells from the Heart. And this is I Heard the Bells. It's a Quaker stitch. Isn't that pretty? For those of you that like Quaker stitching. Then Tiny Modernist has come out with part 3 of the Stockings Were Hung by the Chimney. Their mystery stitch along. So you'll have to nab that one. All right, and next we have Madame Chantilly has got autumn. Oh gosh, has got autumn corner, with the hedgehog and the squirrel. Too cute. All right, and then after that we have Madame Chantilly has Best Wishes. And it's got the little mice, and it's got Best Wishes, and then it also has Happy New Year on the other one. Too cute. The little mice in the cross stitch is very, very pretty. Then from Pineberry Lane, we have Gather. And I saw somebody's floss tube, and they had finished this in a different way, and it was just so pretty. And now I wish I could remember who it was, because I would get this and do that. Just too pretty. Gather from Pineberry Lane. That's on pre-order. Teresa Kogut also has the 3rd series on her Fabulous Monsters. She has Creepin' Jack and Krabby and Cookie. Those are some monsters, aren't they? And she's got Jack creeping all right. Okay, get you in the Halloween spirit. Next, Hands On Design. She put out a floss tube yesterday, or this week, and she's showing her Coastal Holiday stitches. It says Greetings from the Sea, Joy, Peace, and Noel. And it includes all 4 patterns. It's got the little box to store it in that you make, and the 3 ornaments. Isn't that beautiful? Especially for those of you that like the beachy things. And the next one is a Teresa Kogut, and it's Plump Snowmen and Sly Foxes 2 frolic in the shimmering snow under the sky of midnight blue, waiting for St. Nick to show. And it's called Plump Snowmen. Isn't that adorable? She's come out with some beautiful patterns this year. And also from Hands On Design, Bottle and Brush Tree Farm. Too cute. Too cute. Oops. And then we have the Redbird Sampler from Brenda Gervais. Look at those red birds. Pretty. This is a new release. Redbird Sampler. Okay. We have a Winter's Day Visit. And this is also a pre-order. It's with On Needle and Thread. Brenda Gervais, of course. Isn't that beautiful? Then we have from Stitching with the Housewives. This is called Claus Christmas. Now, she's got the Christmas part of the chart. Now, the frame with the Mary is at Hobby Lobby, she explained on her video today. And you better get one because it says Merry Christmas behind their thing when you go, but they're really hard to find and they don't have very many left. So that came from Hobby Lobby, and she tells you the number and everything of what to get. But isn't that cute? With the little reindeer and stuff. Just so cute. Then also from Stitching with the Housewives, we have January calendar crates, and this is Snowy Season Knit Company. Isn't that cute? And I can't remember where they said they bought that little tag. I don't remember if it was Walmart maybe. Not really sure. Sorry about that. But the frames they got at, and the little piece is sweater weather. Okay. And next from Little House Needleworks, they're taking pre-orders for Rudolph Glows. His Red Nose and Sleigh. It's called Rudolph's Sampler. Isn't that pretty? With the Christmas trees and just so pretty, in the holly. So pretty. And the snowflakes. Rudolph's Sampler. All right. Then also from With Our Needle and Thread with Brenda Gervais. This is 7 winter themed pin cushions. You know, she did the Halloween ones. And look at those. Aren't those pretty? The snowmen. All right. That's pre-orders also. Then she also, With Our Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais has released Bells of Christmas. It says, Peace on Earth, Goodwill Toward Men. And they're shaped like bells. Very pretty. Okay. And then she also has Cup of Christmas Cheer. This is With Our Needle and Thread. Look at that jolly Santa with his cup. With the candy canes and the little house. And it says Jolly up there. I think. Yeah, it says Jolly. Too cute. And everybody loves them some Brenda Gervais. But anyway, that is what I'm showing you for today. The new releases. And I told you there were a lot. I hope maybe you've got your list out and I've enabled you as I was enabled myself. But after today's shopping, I don't know if I should enable anybody. But thank you so much for joining me tonight or tomorrow, whenever you happen to watch this. And I would just ask you to comment and just kind of tell me what you liked the best that I showed tonight. And if you could think of something that I could do that would make your video more interesting, my videos more interesting for you, that would be nice. Something you'd like to see. I would appreciate that. I just hope everyone enjoys their stitching this week. And remember, it's 24 hours of cross stitch. And that's something I forgot to mention when I was working on Away We Ride. I was working on the 24 hours of cross stitch with that and the, oh my goodness, Haunted House Sampler. Those two things are what I've been working on for that. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I hope to see you again next week. And don't forget, it's my 1-year Flossiversary. Yay. And we've got giveaways next week. Really good ones. So I've been collecting. And hopefully, you might win something. If not, maybe you'll just enjoy yourself and see all the things. I have lots more to show. And hopefully I'll have some finishes. Because Monday is going to be a finishing day. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.